Man, I never noticed this building before. I think you can see when that building's got a rooftop like that, that's really old French architecture going back over 100 years easy. Beautiful, probably 200-300 even, maybe, I don't know, maybe 200. I'm sure it's been here since the days when there were no cars at all in this street and it was just horses and buggies. It's actually, come to think of it, it's actually funny to say that because now we're in pretty much in a neighborhood which is the only neighborhood, as far as I know, in Montreal that's where all the Hasidic Jews live, and of course their traditional tire dates back to, you know, pre-industrialized days, like the opposite of that, right? The opposite of cars and trucks and machines and, you know, automation, you know, mass production. And everything was made by hand. And actually, as far as I know, in some places like Pennsylvania, for example, they still actually make things by hand and sell them. The Hasidic Jews, that is. Here on the corner of Park Avenue and Fairmount. And what is Fairmount known for? That's right, bagels, baby. Lots of bagels. That is the place to go to for bagels. Anyway, so we're gonna, yeah, we're actually gonna start off right here at Fairmount. I think I was gonna maybe keep going here. I don't know. I like Park Avenue. I'm not sure why. I think it's because it's got a. If you've ever been to Brooklyn, New York, it reminds you of that. All these brown stores with the staircases and. You know, I mentioned the Jews. There's lots of different people who live around here, French Canadian, and all kinds of people. A lot of students, and it's an interesting mixed bag. Would I live here? No, because it's a little too busy for my taste. I got that enough where I live. So, oh, look at that. There's a basha. I haven't been to basha in the longest time. I like Lebanese food, but it's not my favorite, you know. So maybe I'm hanging around here because I'm still pissed off that I was at fire station 30 earlier, which is the most beautiful fire station in the city. And you know it's fire station 30 because it looks like a castle. So anyway, yeah, I was there a while and I didn't get anything responding. And then like I walked a few blocks away and I went in the building to see if I could use the bathroom, and I couldn't. I walked out and I heard a siren. And there it was responding to pumper. So I was like, man, this hasn't been an amazing time for luck to catch these types of things, you know. So let's walk westward on Fairmount. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. And by the way, for those of you who haven't been watching my videos too long, there, welcome aboard. Maybe you subscribed. And look at that, how many buildings you actually see. Old buildings you see in the city, any city that actually has windows in the side, let alone old style windows with like the half moon tops like that. That's pretty damn cool, actually, right? Pretty damn cool. That's very surprising. Ooh, the old Tra-la-la-la store. I know all about that. I never had a wooden wagon. I don't remember. I don't think I ever had a wooden wagon, probably because I'm visually impaired since birth, so I guess it probably would have been a bad idea. When I was a kid, I actually hit a couple of cars riding my bike, and one time when I was 5, I don't know, apparently I fell asleep on my bike. We were living in Laval, and whoopsie, went right into the neighbor's truck. I think it was a Hydro-Quebec truck. He must have worked for Hydro-Quebec. And look at this. We got some movie television production going on here. Look at that, eh? It doesn't look like a large production. There's only one trailer and one. Oh, look, they got a bathroom. I could use that bathroom right now, actually. It's sort of looking. So, you know. Oh, now I see why. Now I see why, eh? Speaking of half moons there. Yeah. The Ukrainians, eh? That's definitely in the news a lot. Unfortunately, it's important. More than ever, I guess, even. Where are we now? Anyway, what street is this? Where's the street name? Ooh, I like the round windows in that building. There's some beautiful architecture here in terms of especially these residential buildings, apartment buildings, homes. After all, this is one of the oldest parts of the city, right? Look at this here, right here with this old green paint here. Right? This is Hutchison, eh, I think? Oh yeah, Hutchison. That's a long street, man. Oh yeah, Hutchison goes into the Mile End down there. I think it continues, I think, even after that building. I think it even goes all the way downtown, and up there, it goes into Park Extension. But we're gonna walk a little more here. Eh? We got a full. Oh, that's rare. That's rare. Explorer crew cabin. Look at all these happy doggies with their mitts. Hi, buddy. Oh, beautiful doggy. That's a dog walker, maybe, eh? Maybe, or it's the owner, whatever. I don't know. Yeah. Please, baby, go all the way. I had that song earlier when I left my place, 'cause it feels so nice being with you here tonight. Well, for those of you my big fans, since I don't do things like other YouTubers, I think I'm going to make it a point from now on to sing as many songs as possible in these walking videos, because all the old stuff is generally the best stuff. Whoa, speaking of windows on the side alleyways, look at that. Even that's rare. See that? Usually that would have just been a whole wall. Is that? Oh, please, by all means, by all means. Yeah. I think I remember doing a walking video around here back in a year ago or two ago. It was, oddly enough, same type of weather, partly cloudy, partly sunny. Was walking near, I don't know what streets, but I like this. You see, I like this building. Why? Look at all the colors. That's something I would definitely use for a painting, you know. Put an old 51 Buick in the front there, and a 49 Chrysler, and, you know, nondescript oldies, you know. Oldies, unfortunately, that are, I'm concerned about the hobby because of cars like that, because they're not popular enough, so a lot of them don't sell. Now check this out. Here's a building I don't think I really ever noticed before. It's not like I come here all the time. Last time I came around here was looking for a snow removal operation. That was the day I took freaking 5 scraps for like basically almost nothing, looking for snow removal operations that I never found. And there was lots of snow everywhere. But here, like a lot of places, they only remove the snow at night. This looks like an old police station, man. Oh yeah, that totally looks like an old police station. Police station, fire station. It looks like they took the sign out even on the top there. Let's see if I can actually zoom in on that. Yeah, I can't see anything, I don't know. There's a lot of steps though, eh? So, let's see here. So, wouldn't there have been a garage here back in the day? No? I don't know what this building is now. Look at that, there's no sign, there's nothing. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at here. Anyway, what street are we at? That's another question, eh? You know, I was looking at a Dodge Ram actually, well, several minutes ago, a newer model, all similar color, all monochromatic, no chrome. And I thought to myself, you know, with pickup trucks being more popular than ever, I think frankly, I asked myself, if I could have, you know, one of these trucks and built in whatever the last so many years, Ford, Chevy, GMC, or Dodge, what would I take? I'd probably take the Dodge. That's just, you know, I don't know, just a sound design, just a great looking design. And I think it already is, like, that design dating back to whatever, 2003 or something. It's already a classic in my opinion. It's just an icon. It's an American icon. And again, the Fords, I know maybe they're better, but anyway, they don't do it for me. Look at that. Look at that. An Escalade that's working. No way. A working Escalade. Isn't that something? Isn't that a trip, man? Good for you, buddy. Use that to an intended purposes that's never intended to. Right? Alright, I feel like turning here now. Actually, I want to walk towards Bernard. I want to go find that fire station that's somewhere around here. Actually, come to think of it, I just remember there's a freaking library, I think, in there. I can go use the toilet. Or as Archie Bunker would say, the toilet. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Look at the signs are different here. This is Outremont. I made a mistake. Those typical Montreal signs there, that's Park X. Shit, I always forget that. Oh, man. Look, even the lampposts are different. They're even different colors. Oh. Okay, look, now we're at Kerb Street. That is Kerb. Querbs. Well, let's go down Querbs. And my fingers are getting freaking cold. Look, a 4x4 Sprinter. Ooh. Ooh. I'll take that Grand Cherokee any day over that. Any day. This is ugly. There's no, you know, there was a time even when vans had style. Vans and heavy trucks, everything was stylish. That's why the GMC New Look bus, the Fishbowl, aka Fishbowl, is the coolest bus ever made, really. I guess it's an old school, I suppose, eh? Yeah. Going now north here on Rue Kerbe, because they can't really say that in English, actually. Well, I remember when I came down here months ago, and it was after some snow. And again, looking for snow removal. Man, there was a lot of snow here on the side of every street. There was tons of snow, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm missing it. I'm going to miss it, you know, miss the removing. I never filmed a snow removal operation around here. But this winter, as I said in previous videos, look at that beautiful Art Deco design here. Check that out. That's cool. Let's get a shot of that, actually. That's very 30s, 40s. That's neat. I love that. Those curves like that. That must have taken a long time to make walls that are curved like that. Often you see that now, right? But anyway, yeah, look, there's hardly any snow. There's a little bit more snow than when I remember last time I saw it, a month of February this dry. Today's the 20th, I think. There wasn't even any snow practically. I remember I was telling that to Grant yesterday on the phone. I said, man, I remember when I lived in Amma Bay for a few years, 2003, I was walking along Alexander Street, I think going home or whatever. There's hardly nothing, hardly any snow. Of course, that was also different. I was a different person. I wasn't filming at all. I wasn't even into snow removal, you know. But then again, I've gone too far in my interests. I realize that. Too much into cars or vehicles in general. And yeah, it makes me a living. You know, not much of a living though. I mean, selling old vintage paper and making videos, it's just barely enough, you know. It's just barely enough. So again, I'm gonna have to change once again and adapt. Find something part-time to work in, and you know, I'm a little bummed about that actually. I don't know, every day's looking too much alike, and as much as I love doing this, winter is dragging on too long, and hence, unfortunately, I think so many deaths around here, or murders, stabbings, been a little bit too frequent lately. And you know that I think maybe some of you have thought about that. You know, live here locally, and you thought, well, maybe it's, you know, probably also a result, unfortunately, of again this winter dragging on too long, and just affects people's morale. You know, I remember when I walked around here though last summer or September or something, it was still summer, and all the Hasidic Jews, especially the kids, they were all outside here playing. It was beautiful. It was like, with the exception of these boring modern cars, it was beautiful. It's like a freaking like going back in time. You know how that's how people used to be. They weren't all connected with video games, the goddamn fucking phones all the time. You gotta respect that. You know, a lot of people look at the Hasidic Jews, they're crazy, you know, they're living in the past. They don't, you know, they're not assimilating, they're not conforming. Good! The hell with conformity, screw conformity. The hell with it. Tradition, man. I am a tradition guy. Tradition, respect, love, courtesy, kindness, being helpful whenever I can. Helping an old lady cross the street, freaking grabbing something off the top shelf for some one woman in a grocery store, you know, giving up my seat in the bus or metro if I'm not too tired. Tradition. Whoa, look at those garages. Oh, that's neat. I've never seen anything like that before. That's clever considering it's all the way back there. It almost doesn't even matter, you know. I'm talking too much. I gotta give my mouth a break now. See, I could be quiet. Arriba, arriba, arriba. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm a little bit tired now because keep in mind I walked from my place to Frontenac Metro. That's almost a 20-minute walk. And then, of course, I walked from Laurier Metro to the fire station, Station 30. and basically walking up to here now. But I'm glad to be bringing this to you because the vehicle stuff is not exciting these days, that's for sure. So, what the hell is that? Some kind of Playboy thing? I don't know. Oh, look at this. They're building a condo? No way. Shouldn't there, wasn't there like a park here probably before? Where am I now? Oh, the old Saint Viateur, as in Saint Viateur bagel, Saint Viateur. The sun is back out, hallelujah. Kind of clouded over for a while. I didn't like that too much. Let's zoom in slightly. What do you think? What do you think? And I'm so tired of these sprinters. It's like I know I have to get used to them, and I don't want to. I just ugh. Anyway. At least we got the Econolines because the Dodge, the full-size Dodge Ram vans, those ones bit the dust after 2004, eh? So, yeah. I think I gotta walk another block or two, and I think I want to stop somewhere, check out that fire station as I was talking about. I know it's near here somewhere. I know it's near Bernard. Bernard Street is that way. So, you know, actually what's really nice too is that you see now it's nice and sunny here in Outremont in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Earth. And when the last time I walked around here, it was another just typical depressing, dull winter day. Nothing special. Is this a school? Yeah, that's definitely a school, eh? So, you know, I mentioned about the ascetic Jews, they live here, and they've lived here a long time. But the other half of the type of people that live here actually well-to-do, de l'épée. Épée is French for sword. And anyway, well-to-do bourgeois type of French Quebecois here. So in other words, old money, you know. And I guess it's the same for the city Jews, but what do I know? I'm not a historian exactly, you know, like as a living here. I can only tell you, you know, roughly kind of, you know, rough guesses and from what I know. And yeah, again, I don't claim to be a historian or a savant of everything. In some ways, I'm an idiot like Homer Simpson, you know, or Peter Griffin. Maybe a bit smarter, I guess. I've managed to spend my life not winding up in jail, so that's a good thing, or dead. And I think if you've done the same, well, you're pretty damn smart, right? Give yourself a prize. Oh, look, this actually looks like... Oh, I hear music. I hear music in the street when I hear the funky beat, and I get down, ooh, I get down. And that park right there, that looks like the park where they used to have the classic car show hosted by the Voitures Anciennes du Québec. They called it a brunch, or a déjeuner sur l'herbe, which in French is breakfast on the grass. And it was a great car show, and a lot of people took part. Not too many people though, not too many classic cars though. And yeah, I got to stop here. I got to figure out where I'm going next, because like I said, I really am a coffee drinker, so you know what I have to do. Ooh, that would make a nice thumbnail right there, actually. Kind of symbolic, you know, the old style sign for the park, Outremont, and the freaking huge crane in the background for that condo they're building. Well, anyway, I checked the old Google Maps, and it says that the fire station's a few blocks that way, so we're gonna go down here. Shoot, I didn't even notice the name of the street. What is it? It's Champagnard. Oh, Champagnard. Yeah. North of there. That's the street, of course. Also, like Hutchinson, goes all the way into Park Extension, and then you got the fire station over there, Fire Station 41. Check out there, and which, of course, I've been by many times. Holy mackerel! This house must be worth a goddamn fortune. Here, of all places, look at the size of this place. Is that one house or two? Jesus, Murphy. 2 garages. Whew. Can't imagine. Wow. Look at this place, man. Wow, this is something I would have seen, like, especially, look at that door. That is just gorgeous. It's like something you could see on Queen Mary Boulevard, actually, in the old Hampstead there. Yeah, that's really something. Wow, I never checked that out. Hey. Very nice. Check this out, man. I would expect a 64 Cadillac DeVille coming out of there. Very groovy, baby. Okay, maybe groovy is the wrong word, but very, not Art Deco, but very, you know, in the beginning of homes, basically, like 100 years. Got to be 100 years old. Those houses are very close to that anyway. So, actually, you know what? Let's go on this side. This building here with the columns is... Look at this. They could do snow removal here, for crying out loud. Look at this. Hey, what are they waiting for, man? You know, people are paying taxes around here up the ass, I'm sure of it. At least the roads look pretty good. There's a plane on takeoff. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, I can't imagine what some of these garages in the back might have in there, eh? Jeez, it almost sounded like that plane backfired for a second. Kind of like a little pow there. And I can tell that's an old plane, man. That is loud. Some old Pratt & Whitney motors, old 737, old frickin' A330, probably one of those Air Transat planes or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that fire station, I just like forgot about it. It's not even old. It's kind of obscure. There's just one pumper, and I don't know when it was built. It's not very old, but I've only been there one time. So we'll go there, take a break. Well, I'm going to take a break. That's where I'm going to stop this recording, because again, it gets kind of annoying after filming for several minutes. You know, like especially you're holding a flat rectangle. It's not like holding a regular camera. That's a different story. That's easy peasy, actually. But like I said in my previous videos, I'm not bringing that out until it's get warm enough where, you know, the freaking lens is not going to go out of focus all the time. Whew. Yeah, a little bit poop now, and I'm happy it's sunny. At least it's sunny. It's important to me. It's important to you, probably, unless you work too much. Especially if you work in a place like you don't see much sun, like, I don't know, a hospital or a bar or whatever. Whew. Yeah, roughing it now. Look at that. It's beautiful. Probably built in the 20s, I imagine. Yeah, and that I can recognize just by the width of the street. That's Bernard Street right there. Ooh, and there's a building there that's really pretty boarded up there, actually, eh? Fusion. And you can hear some kids playing down there somewhere. Probably a schoolyard, I guess. Recess. Hey, you remember recess? Yeah, I remember recess. I also remember punching out a best friend of mine in the nose one time during recess. Man, I was like, what, 10, 12, something like that. Oh, there's a freaking Hemi. That is a Hemi-powered Durango. Kick-ass Durango. See, like this here? I'm not against this. But, you know, again, with the mirror, when you have a mirror like ours, there's no limit, right? When you're talking about closing the only street that links over a mountain, the east end and the west, and spending how much? $19 billion? That's absolutely insane. Insane, man. That doesn't make any sense. We don't live in a world of making sense anymore. Oh, by the way, that doesn't have a Hemi. If it had a Hemi, you'd have the badge on the side there. What the hell was that? Yeah, Champagne and Bernard. And this is where we're ending this, because now my fingers are frozen. So, thanks very much for watching, guys. That's it. That's all. Merci beaucoup. Take care. Hasta luego. And that's weird to see a building like that around here boarded up like that. It's really weird. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's worth a fortune. It doesn't matter what the conditions is. All right, guys. Take care. Be good. Keep your stick on the ice and all that shit. And bye-bye.